And what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good time. It's nice to have you here as we're going to be starting in about a second. So, European Pro League at the moment in the starts, and it's Sinners versus ECLOT today. We do have another best of 3 just a little bit later. It will be happening at 16 CEST, which will be far away in the future. But we are going to be focusing on the first best of 3 as we're going to be hopping into EPL Season 15, and these are still very early on. So it's going to be Oscar, Ait, B-Stick, Shock, and New Frag on the side of Sinners, and ECLOT will be equipped with NBQ, Blitz, Kretz, Detour, and the whole known 4C. So it's pretty much the same gang. Nothing really changed over there. And as we are going to be hopping into the map vetoes, you can see some Vertigos and Ancients being dropped out of the pool. It's going to be Mirage and Anubis being picked. 2 of the dustiest maps. And after that, it's going to be Inferno and Overpass being dropped, and Nuke if we need a decider. So whatever happens, there's still at least 2 maps to be played. But if we get lucky, we get all of the 3. Let's see if I can actually open up the chat over here and some more details what's about to happen. So I really want to see if any of these teams, if these teams have gone against each other, because they're pretty much at this, from the same country too. So there is a little bit of a rivalry in a way here. And hello people in the chat, how you doing? Nice to have you here. And let's check this out. So head-to-head games, they have had a couple. I think this is on, what league is this? Tipsport Winter Cup 2024. The last time ECLOT took the win, 2-1. So they won Overpass and Inferno. Nuke was a 13-4. Decider today we needed. But in a way, we're not going to see the same maps that they played the last time. So it's going to be entirely new maps at the start. So Mirage and Anubis are going to be the maps that we are going to be starting with. And yeah, we are on the start. Guys, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good time. Nice to have you here, of course. And let's see what kind of a change they have for the gameplay today. Maybe we're going to see something great. So, pistol start pretty much at the same style as ever. It's just going to be the clocks on top of the middle to make sure that any of the CTs try to go for something. They're going to be spotted and dealt with. Meanwhile, there's just a little bit of a deeper push coming in from the side of ECLOT. You can definitely see the mind games coming in. Detour has a lot to do with his duelies here. First shot comes in easily, goes for the second one as well. Takes the hierarchy there. Not going to be pushing him out of that spot. That's going to be Kretz with NBQ to take down a couple of players after Neofrag. Takes down one of them, and that's going to be even Kretz. It's just a simple round for the side of ECLOT. They make it look easy. And up for a new one we go. There seems to be a lot of Sinners fans in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see that. Grifty, hello. How you doing, sir? A little heart. I like it. Yeah, so we're at the starting point of the playoffs. I was watching, I think it was Yano, who fell off, if it was yesterday. Not entirely, don't remember exactly what's been happening. So many games. So many games to be watching. That was Yano who fell to Mouse NXT. They did win a map. They were very close and ancient. Then it just went tits up. Meanwhile, towards middle, there's the shooting gallery here. A couple of kills for 4C to grind with. That's going to be 900 bucks for the side of Detour and Blitz. Well, they're going to take the last 2 players and pick up that M4 for the next round. And for the side of the buy, it looks very good at the moment. Starting to save some money here. Idasai, how are you today? I'm good. And here we go. So, I'm not entirely sure what's happening on with my mouse at the moment. Come on, man. Alright, back to the game. So, nice shot from Ait to drop down Crest. That's gonna be a nice entry. Okay, somebody... Spidey, I'm not entirely sure what your problem is, but take a vacation, okay? Come back when you have a brain. Back to the game. Shocks with the second kill. Okay, B-side already lost. It's gonna be ECLOT with a couple of kills here. Or, sorry, ECLOT losing a couple of members here. Already some issues after a very good second round. Not having the best time here. Frag finds one from the back lines too. They're just trying to save the weapons for our next round. It's not really working. Hello, Mr. Caster. Great day for some CS games. Yes, exactly. A good start here. Hopefully it continues going like that. So, I was trying to say that we have a second best of 3, but it's a little bit later today. So, normally we have the second best of 3 directly after the first one. This time around, there's going to be a little bit of a gap. Unfortunately. Alright, a couple of shots coming through the smoke. 4C, not really realigning that camera, so we just see the top of his head. Maybe that helps, dodging some of the bullets. Meanwhile, new frag. Let's get to find his first entry again. That's gonna be B-Stick with the second one as well. Okay, meanwhile, the entry game is very strong on the side of Sinners, making this look very easy. Good way to start it off. And it seems to be just another save for the side of ECLOT. Yeah, they just can't really get that early damage in. They did drop Neofrag and did a little bit damage towards B-Stick. Seeming to understand that the save for the next round is going to be more important. Oh, Oscar just hunts that one player. Blitz goes down. It's a quick trade from Krez, but at this point, losing weapons like this is not gonna be the best way to go. And knowing how CS works at the moment, just people going in for saves again and again and again, that's a little bit of a problem. Alright. And soon, for the side of ECLOT, just trying to save again and again, that's just going to break their gameplay. So, we already see the first saves coming in. Not really having the money to go for the buy. 4C tries to go for the first entry peak. Just Oscar finds him with that up. Quick shot. And a quick entry again. Maybe giving them just a little bit too much space to play around with. Of course, this is just a little bit of a cheaper round. Is it daylight where you all are at? I'm in America 3. Yeah, it's daylight at the moment. Yeah. Nice shots coming in. It's just got to be a very clean round. Even those last two weapons, they're just going to be mopped under the floor. Or under the rug. Now you see it, now you don't. Not really getting a lot from the CT side at the moment. And it's not like Sinners they're doing anything extra. They're literally just getting into positions to frag. And that's the last kill as well. They only lose Neofrag. For Sinners, the money's starting to build up. Big time. Alright, first time out coming in for the side of ECLOT. Good start with the pistol, and round after that, they did, of course, it's just Glocks at that point. They did a very good job. The problem is, once those guns came into play, it's just the level of gameplay just fell through the roof. And we're expecting a little bit more from the CT side for this to be a so-called good game. But we'll see. Alright. Still not a change on the CT hold, but at least they have weapons for a round like this. Looking at the push coming in towards that A side, they're just stacking the players. And from Apps, we're going to get the drum with that bomb. It's going to be Shocks to push in with him at the same time. 8 and Neofrag will be pushing from the pit. And just look at this. They're not getting ready for whatever is about to come. They're not even going to use utility. There's no reason to. Already dry peaks coming in towards the side underneath the balcony. First shot come in. That's going to be Blitz to get Shocks. But Ait is the only one. That's just a team kill coming in. So this time around, a 3 versus 3. Makes this just a little bit more possible. Through the box, does a lot of damage. The problem is it doesn't find the clear spray towards the enemy. A couple of flashes in front of his screen. Krez entirely reset from that situation. Oscar will be dropped. And B-stick with Ait. Left into a 1 versus... Wait a minute, Detour, what are you doing? He has the corner. Literally just lets it go once Ait goes for the swing. I'm not entirely sure why he got scared like that. But Krez, left in a 1 versus 1, gets the one player. But the problem is he's not ready for the balcony to push. And B-Stick just gets that easy kill. Oh, what a flop. What a flop of a round. I'm not entirely sure what happened on jungle. Literally ran away from a fight. Give me a second, boys. I'm going to close the door. Well, that's a way to lose jungle control in a way. Alright, we have a technical pause it seems. Some kind of a problem on the server. So, we'll wait for that to be fixed. But that's just unfortunate. Let me try to fix my feed just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too dry for you guys. I think this is a little bit better at the moment. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, hello. Is this better? Hopefully it is. So... that was unfortunate. A double hold from jungle. Both of the players literally just waiting for that to happen. I'm not entirely sure if he pulled out a frag, smoke, flash, whatever. With the worst timing to do it. Oh, that is bad. Another round for the Sada Sinners. Comes very close this time around too. And there's an extra problem for ECLOT as they're losing so many weapons again and again and again. They might get into these save loops. Just look at this. I'm not entirely sure what Detour was doing at that point. What do you... doesn't matter. Till the next round we go. And you can only see pistols for a round like this. And Shock just opens it up with a double kill again. Oh, this is not really starting off well. The CT side is just disaster, in a way. Blitz getting a little bit closer from the pit to open up some entries here. Clearing it. The only one with any control of the map at this point, but it's going to be Shocks to make sure that anybody who wants to push from the T side are going to be held down. And Sinners, they feel no reason to go for some quick plays here. Of course, this is Sinners map pick. But you always want to do good on your enemy's map pick. Well, B-Stick finds the easy kill onto Blitz. That's gonna be Oscar with 1 onto Forsey. At least something that works so far. Of course, on the opposite team. And Krez Well, only with a deagle, bomb being planted towards the other end of the map. Not much you can do. Maybe if he gets a couple of kills with the deagle, saves an AK, that's at least something. And it's not like Sinner has run with the half yet. 5 on the board, ECLOT, potentially they could still make it 7. But it needs a lot. It needs a lot from them.
Terrorists win.
Still waiting for something to happen. Sometimes, well, when all else fails, maybe throw something into the mix. So, hopefully ECLOT, they're gonna go for something insane. Nade to open up the smokes at least. Blitz is gonna take a full contact out of that nade. Just a little bit damage towards the opposite side. Oh, that one's gonna do a lot. So it's gonna be Beastic with Oscar. And Ait being dropped to 50 as well. Oscar still wants to go for the boost. No reason to. Molotov for the window at least. And Crest left with a lot to do towards the B side. Anyone who wants to go for the information, it could be Ait. To try to get some gnarly peaks over here. A lot of nades being used to open up these smokes for a round like this. Maybe they're waiting for, or thinking about the fact that ECLOT could be hiding into these smokes, maybe changing something in a round, but they're still playing very passively. And just look at this Oscar. Already, on the other side of that smoke, lurked in towards the... Oh, he actually is even behind a player here. This is a supreme position, especially if Kress is not going to go for the peek here. Oscar could come out with a double if he's aware enough, but Detour turns around at the perfect time and Oscar goes down. That's going to be forced with a kill. And finally, something works for the side of ECLOT, but they still need to hold it down. They can't really lose that many weapons. Shock with a nade here. Drops down at least one. That's going to be Detour. We get the second one. Kress helps out as well. And Shock left alone towards the side and be taken down by NBQ. That is done. By the way, guys in the chat, be careful of Nightbot at the moment. If you spam anything, it will just automatically boot you. Maybe we should do something about it. Yeah, be careful of it. It doesn't like caps locks, it doesn't like memes, it doesn't like emojis, whatever you put. Oh, actually, Alda got 3 in a row. Okay. MDQ starting off the round with a kill. Blitz is going to help out with one as well. It's going to be Oscar and Neofrag. They drop Blitz and MBQ, but the problem is they still have just a little bit way to go towards the site already. Shock is through it. But in between, it's going to be Forcey. Of course, left with that op. Needs to catch something. Closing in towards these fights. Being caught off, but the lurk is going to be strong. That's going to be the bomb dropped in about a second. Oh, the angles are a little bit off, but this could still happen. Nice shot for Kress. The only thing he has to do is just get away from that situation. It spots the player towards the ticket. And the holds behind the smoke. Oh, that op shot misses. Forcey really needed to land that one. 35 seconds left on the board. The bomb will be picked up. And Kress even changed his position into a little bit of a better spot, and that's just going to be the double peek at the same time. Works up to a perfection. And ECLOT, they gain another round in a row. It's starting to cost them just a little bit in the manpower department, but it doesn't matter as long as they keep winning these rounds. That's the most important part. And it's nice to see it. Off we go. Round 10. Nice shot from Blitz. Great, Oscar. Still a tie situation. The bomb will be brought a little bit closer towards that B side. Catch from Crest to get that first one. Oscar still low in HP. Oh, the spray for the drop doesn't really work out, but we're still okay. The bomb will be planted, and then BQ left alone. Still wants to go for a retake from short. Seems to be the right way to go around. Needs to catch one of these players. Neofrag is very low in HP at this point, so swap of those weapons being done. Sorry, boys. Throat is killing me today. And it's just gonna be a save, yeah. And BQ doesn't really even feel like it. Nice catch onto Oscar. And both of the teams will be saving that off for next round, but the problem is that Sinner, or actually good for Sinners, they're gonna catch the round. 6 on the board, ECLOT with 4. Here it is. You want to see abuse of power? Bum, 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 bum. That's abuse of power. Enjoy. We are gods. We are everything. You are the peasants. Enjoy. So, a B-side stack seems to be the way. Fight will be greeted by the MP9 at the start. Kretz has been coming around with a couple of kills every now and then, but the problem is... Oh! The trades just are so strong for the side of Sinners. Plus man with advantage at this point. 4C just nades that smoke and gets away, and it seems to be just another save. ECLOT saving again and again and again. Again and again and again, just all the time. Kretz with 11 kills and 5. The problem is he hasn't really gotten off with that double kill, or his teammates really not helping on that B side so far. So, a lot of saves being spotted, and Sinners are just literally running away with these rounds. The T side is what interests me the most. Once we swap the sides, how are ECLOT going to play on that side? And the last round for the first half will be set off. Oh, this microphone is making me crazy today. There's something wrong with it. I'll fix it on a break. Look at this. Early nade towards the connector. A little bit damage done to Detour. There's gonna be a nice fight for Blitz to win. Underneath it's going to be Oscar just holding down the corner. Anybody who wants to go for the pick, they might spot a bullet here. Dynamo ECLOT is the best team ever. Meanwhile, they're losing 4-7. Okay. Some call-outs coming in from B-Stick before they're going to be pushing down to that side. A little bit of a fake could be the way, but if they get that first entry quickly, they might actually even stack into that B side. It's going to be 8 to try to get that bomb. No reason to hurry or panic. Utility dump coming in. They're not even gonna go for the fake this time around. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're heading in. And BQ will be the first one in line to greet Shock. Has to be careful when he pushes in. It's going to be that first kill that is very important, especially if he comes out before he gets out with the second one as well. It's going to be Oscar by himself. Where's the pit to try to hold it down, but a nice couple of frags at the end. Makes ECLOT come back just a little bit closer to Sinner's scoreline. I think it's 5-7 at this point, so not a bad place to be at. But on the T side, they still need, well, they need to do a lot of work if they want to win this best of 3. Starting off with the enemy's map pick, of course. It's going to be the last map that really worries me the most. And a bit of a break here before we start the second half. Good moment to talk about what happened. How did those first fights work? How did they feel? What's the touch? Oh. A lot of... What's happening today? Why is the chat so upset today? What's happening? Like, it's beautiful outside, life is finally good, and today everybody's just upset. What's happening? What's happening, boys? Did your mommy spank you? You didn't get the toy that you like? Did you get a boo-boo? Nobody blew on your boo-boo? What is happening today? There seems to be a lot of reasons why people are moaning today, okay? Okay. I love it. Well, for the next game, I'm gonna get a cup, place it underneath the chat. We're gonna drink some salty tears after this one. Because it seems like we have a lot of emotions in the chat, but it doesn't really bother me, so I enjoy it. Every time there's a better out there that cries, another baby's born. So let's get back to the game. Nice one tap to the face. That's just gonna be Oscar to open up the game. Okay, NBQ didn't really live long for this match. Or this round. Short's being compromised. It's going to be B-Stick to drop back to the side. I think it's being called out, but another nice shot coming in from B-Stick. Drop down Creus. That's going to be Detort trying to get into that. Actually, through the smoke, finds a nice shot onto Ike. They bring the situation back to a 3 versus 3, so that's not that bad. But now they need just a little bit more from the back lines. That is going to be Detort to drop down Oscar. Even a one tap towards the doors. Doesn't really land on the player, but warns him enough of what's about to come from the window. Shock tries to get through, but it's going to be Blitz to drop down his teammate. And just that one tap from that dually leaves Blitz with 1 HP. Doesn't quite take the target. Ugh. Yeah, my throat is absolutely broken today. I need to do some Indian jumps. And here we are. It's going to be the 6th round for the side of ECLOT. Now they kind of have to continue this trend. But it's a good round. It's a very good round for them. Look at that. One tap to the face. I think he was aiming for the first player. Reacting to him. Just happening to hit the second player to the head. Usually that happens to me, so... Good times. Utility drop for the upper apps here. It's just going to be a bombard push coming in from that pit, led by that Mac 10. So Krez will be the one to try to enter it from the connector. And it seems like Sinners, they actually went for a full buy. The problem is every time I see Deagles in a full play, I'm really expecting it to find that first kill. Maybe that's a little bit too much for me. So it is going to be the FAMASes and the, well, that one FAMAS MP9s. Oh, doesn't really catch the first player, but that's a nice kill. Coming in from Shock to drop down Krez. So at least the Lurker will be held accountable. Meanwhile, Ike from the backside of these boxes. He's still alive. Nobody has checked over here. That's going to be another kill coming in from Shock. Wait a minute. Sinners, they're starting to find some very good frags, but Blitz with MBQ entirely just opens up that side. Oscar being left alone. There's not a lot he can do at this point. Maybe save that scout for the next round. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to see some JW plays. Okay. Spotting one of the players. That's going to be Blitz dropped. Only if he had a pistol for the close angles. And BQ is basically low at this point, so a hit with that scout or a couple of shots from that USB could be enough. Oh, God. And off we go. That scout doesn't really survive for the next round, but Oscar comes out with a FAMAS. Nice double kills coming in for the side of NBQ. Just holds down the line. Oscar, meanwhile, gets the kill from the apps. And it's going to be Detour to be dropped. Utility being spent up here. They still seem to be just going for the A-side push. And Oscar with 20 HP being left to try to hold it down by himself. It's just going to be a very slow push, but the ECLOT, they're doing a very good job trying to get in here. Really making sure that they have the space to do basically whatever they want at this point. Good kill coming in from NBQ. Drops down Ait. Oscar. Or is going to be held down. 11 HP. If they're gonna want to go for the plan behind that box. Oh, yeah. Goes for that one swing. Gets held down. Doesn't really die for it, though. So, to grab even one of those AKs could be a very good pickup. But ECLOT, they have the full control of that side. It's not going to happen that easily. Grass even finds B-Stick with that MP. Max 10 sword. At least one kill. Oscar doubling his points per round like this. And look at this. Okay. We're still going for more. Blitz, if he wants to pull through that vent here. Oh, he's not going to go for it. Yeah, he knows. He knows exactly what's about to happen. Even the push coming in from backlines right now. Oh, it's going to be the blast to take care of him. And here we are. Okay. We're getting a lot of lifelines from the side of ECLOT at this point. They're looking very good on the T side. We had some issues on the CT side, especially in the start rounds. Rounds where they had to go for example, holds or even information. Oh, the op shot just misses. Forsey had the right idea. Neofrag will be the quicker on that draw. And more accurate as well. Ooh, spotting down the player. The one bullet doesn't really hit it, but it doesn't matter. Executes the push. Spotting down the player from short. Beastie gets lowered down. He goes for the second push as well. Okay, that works out from the back line. It's just going to be a mop-up. Detour opens up everything towards that B side. And then smokes it down for his teammates to go for the plant. I think he heard the push through the smoke. Oh, spotted out. And that's just Neofrag. Given the signal, there's not really that much space to play around with. Shock. Molly's down the car to make sure that if anybody holds it, they might burn with it. But Sinners, they're gonna have to give down the round. It's done. Yeah. A very nice round for Detour. Just absolutely destroys the first player on the short hold. And it looked like he wanted to go for more at that point. Extends towards the short pillar. Gets even the backline player. Upper dropped.
Terrorists win.
Some good executes coming in for ECLOT, especially for a gun run like that. Exactly the round that they needed. Let's see if they can continue this trend. Maybe that gets just a little bit out of hand for Sinners over there. Underneath push coming in. That's going to be Crest to drop down Neofrag. Some couple of frags here at the start. Beastie going for jump peek. Oh, Forsey just sidelines him easily. Beastie drop down, goes for the second peek. Oh, that bullet doesn't really land. But the double hold coming in from short works out perfectly. Kind of surprises him a little bit. Maybe pushes a little bit too quickly at that point. Forsey, after getting that first shot. Throws the blaster to the wall, but look at this. They're just losing, like, they're dropping like flies at this point. NBQ drops down Shock. And I think Res even found a kill. And the defense from the side of Sinner really not working out here on the CT side now.
Bomb has been planted.
Just a save for the next round. And maybe a little bit of a pause for Sinners at this point could be a good idea. talk about what's happening, especially under defense. At the moment, it just seems like they're running into spots and just going for those first entries. Kind of like Sinners were doing on their T side, but at this point, they're going solo.
Terrorists win.
There's the timeout. Exactly what they needed. So I need to talk about what's going on. And here we go. Quickly drops down towards middle. Okay. We're gonna see some plays in about a second. Gets back to that connector, but it seems like the real push coming on towards that B side. And ECLOT will be bringing that bomb with them. So, smoke's out. And that is going to be it. Beaststick actually has that one smoke prep to drop. So, they could gain a lot of control here on top of the balcony. If goes for this right timing. Okay, that's going to be the first kill. Exactly what they need. It goes for the second one. That works out well. Even a couple of shots through the smoke. He's going to be opening out that smoke again with that nade, but just goes for the standard play. No reason to go for anything crazy. You already got 2 kills. Sinners. This time around, the B side push is not going to work out how they were expecting. ECLOT gonna get demolished on that push. Red? Oh, okay. Red laminate. How much is that? I have a blue laminate. The only thing I remember is that these weapons are very expensive. Go crosshair, 15 seconds been left, and this is just going to be a save round for the side of ECLOT. No real reason to go for anything extra here. We come out with a couple of kills. That's going to be awesome for them. Here we are. At least a round on the table. That was just on defense of one player getting a double. And after that, just getting shut down. Go. Deep nades for the apps. Really dodged from the side of ECLOT. No real reason to walk on top of it. The starting of these games has been very slow so far. It's just either they just run into spots and just get that first entry, or it is going to just be very slow. Sinners already pushed down the lines, so Shox has a lot of information from T-spawn. The problem is that we have seen so many pushes from here that every single time they go for the wrong call. Either they push to middle when they're going towards that B apps, or they push towards the B apps when they're pushing into middle. We're about to see one of the two. So, it seems like mid-push will be coming true. At this point, this is just a useless lurk, especially when they lose every single player from B-side blitz, and NBQ did just open it up. And look at this. The lurk has been rendered useless. Nice shot, at least, from Oscar. A long spray from Shock doesn't really do anything on that round. That's going to be NBQ to get that one kill. And again, Sinners, they have been just stomped. Save for next round is going to be the only way. And that is the round. That is unfortunate. Every single time we see that very slow, deep push towards the T-spawn. Here goes Tits up. A bit unfortunate. Still some rounds to be played, so it's not over yet. ECLOT, 11 on the board. Sinners, 3 rounds away. And here we go. What are they doing? The guy pushed T-spawn info about B. 2 guys AFK. The time that was pushing, it could have been possible that they could be pushing from middle too, so... That's exactly what I was trying to say, that it just takes way too long, especially with a hole like this. Oh no! Everything goes under the table. Look at this. It's literally they just walk into positions to just shoot them. Sinners. I'm not even gonna say that they're not awake. They're just in very dumb positions at the moment. This has been happening like 5 rounds in a row now. They're not surprising. They're not really throwing utility at them. They're just waiting for them to run in towards B-apps and just shoot them. Yeah. This is not really good. Neofrag escapes with an AK. At this point, I'm just gonna ask for what the reason is for the save. The same red line has been in their hands for 4 rounds now. And at this point, they kind of need to ask themselves, maybe it's time to wake up. If it doesn't work like this, maybe change the style a little bit. Hey, K Hillside, welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing? My brother from another mother. Look at this. Yeah, that corner just doesn't play for it at all. It's just a bad spot to be at. I'm not entirely sure what the idea was, but okay. Like, if you throw a flash and after that you go for the peek, maybe that works out a little bit better, but that corner just literally plays against you. Okay, threw the smoke a little bit damage. Neofrag is going to take a hefty sum of it too, but finally I gets a first frag for the round. It's going to be converted quickly by Blitz. And even another shot coming in from NBQ. Oh, this is just bullying at this point. Even a second kill on top of the... yeah, I think this is done. Oh, Sinners. Absolutely meltdown on their B-side. And this has been a B-side hit for, I think, for 5 rounds in a row now. And this is not even funny anymore. It's just sad. Like watching a very old dog die. It takes a long. There's a lot of liquids involved. And you start to think about your grandmother. It's just sad. Look at this. Shock. The last player try to... Yeah, that's just not going to work out. Yeah, it's done. So, we're going to go for the next map, which will be on ECLOT's pick. For the start here on Mirage, we really saw some problems for the side of ECLOT on their own defense on the CT side, but who could have guessed that the map pickers actually had a worse day on their CT side here on Mirage. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, hop back into the game, and check map number 2, which will be Anubis. And see you in a second. And welcome back, boys. Finally, we're heading into Anubis and looking at what happened on the first map. Well, maybe this could be a 2-0 for the side of ECLOT, or we are going to get a comeback. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to see a nuke today, but I'm really hoping for it. A 3-map series always is the best for the scene, but if it gets to that point where it's just weird, I'm not sure. Already a little bit shadow being spotted. I'm a little bit surprised that they don't know about this. So NBQ easily gets that first shot, warned about it at the start too. And this is where we go. For the first player to drop down, they're just going to change their direction directly to that B side. Blitz already hears most of the players running, so the information has been given out. Nice shots coming in from Blitz to drop down Shock, so it's a 3 versus 4 at this point of 4C. From a very long rotation coming in from the backside, Ith will be spotted to tap to the face. USB is accurate. Even from the line, that's going to be Detour with 1 and a BQ. Oh, Oscar. I'm going to have a good time there. Dropped and found. And a good round for ECLOT. And the more CT rounds they pull together, the better. The better this is going to be. It's the gun rounds that really worry me. And we might even see a buy from the side of Sinners, especially when they get that bomb down. It's better to go for those Galils. You might even actually have a better buy than the CT side at that point. So 3 Galils. Mac 10 and a UMP from Oscar. Okay, he's a little bit weird, but it's okay. Something different. When's the last time you've seen a kill from a UMP? That might have been a while ago. So, Rez already pushed down the lines. Holding down most of the angles. That's going to be a nice frag coming in for Neofrag. Spots down NBQ on that push. Meanwhile, Kretz will be taking down the first player. It's not ready for the second one to be there. So Shock comes out with a refrag. Trades across the table and quickly. And Beastic looking at the reaction from the side of Sinners. When they get that first kill, no real reason to barge into that A side. They're just going to take the slow. Rotate that bomb for any of the sites. VP plays with the UMP a lot Furia too. Maybe that's the reason they're losing all the time, okay? I was wondering what's wrong with them. They finally decided to buy a player that uses an AK. Yeah. That's awesome. Already barging into middle. The push coming in from Temple, and that's going to be Blitz in a very supreme position to at least get a kill here. If he trades 1 and stays alive, that's going to be good. They're going to go for the plan for the opposite side of that pillar here. Nobody's going to play for the connector. They might actually already know that there's a player hiding in here. So, playing it safe, it's going to be the best way to go around. He's going to make some noise for his teammates, but they're just going to go for the save here. So, CTs, they're not even going to attempt this. That works out. Good job for them. As the bomb explodes. So here we go. Some good rounds here at the start. Now that we're going to see the buy to come in. ECLOT. With a couple of MP9s equipped. Quick utility being used for that middle. Not really a fast play coming in except Kretz. They want to take that canal's control as quickly as they can. Nice kill coming in from Blitz. Spots the player towards the upper ledge of that A spot. A kill coming in from the rug. So, A man down, ECLOT. They start off the round with a little bit of an umph here, which is nice to see. Blitz comes out even with the second kill, our cameraman at the moment. Finally woke up, hello. It's okay. Happens every now and then. And then BQ. Ooh, what is that? A couple of shots? I think that was just 2 bullets. Shock. Well, that was a drive-by. Good way to get 1 kill. And a nice spray coming in from the backlines. Forsey helps his teammate. And this is just ridiculous at that point. Oscar left alone to wonder about the consequences of a winning round like that. They might still have just a little bit of money. I'm not entirely... I didn't really pay attention on how much they bought because they didn't lose that many players. Oh, no. Oh, that was a ridiculous shot coming in. Nice kill. Look at this. We're not going to get the drive-by. Okay, it's okay. Was kind of hoping for it. So they still can afford 1 buy. It's going to be Tech 9s, AKs, and a Galil, which is basically okay. The problem is the utility. With the smoke and a couple of flashes, but meanwhile, the push coming in from the B main is just not going to work. Neofrag comes off with a double spray. They do get 1. But the great thing is that we're seeing a lot of activity from the side of ECLOT. Changing that bomb, not really going for anything yet. They still could go for that B-side execution. If they play just a few seconds out of the clock, that might make ECLOT save a little bit here. Or, sorry, rotate back to their original spots. But describing what's happening on a map so far, Sinners, they're reading the round pretty well. Middle is open, so they're just going to push into there. And it takes a little while, but ECLOT, they're finally starting to react and understand that. Nobody's coming towards that B side. This might be just a push, especially from middle. Spotting down one of the players. Oscar just whopping guns for some reason. Krez sidelines him, and the push coming in from the A main. A double kill. Oh, God, and BQ. What a play, and a Molotov to shut it down. Shock. Absolute no way with that Tech 9 to get back into that A side. There's not a weapon on the floor. And at this point, it's just done. That was a beautiful play. And BQ. There it is. Detour from the backlines just shuts it down. You can see the smiles on their faces for a reason, too. They read the round perfectly. And I'm a little bit surprised to say Oscar, with a lot of experience, at the end decides to go for a gun swap exactly when the player decided to go for the peek. Oh, no, no. So, Glocks per round like this with a couple... Yeah, well, it's just gonna be wrecked directly. Just that one Deagle alive at this point. Even shooting his own teammate. Oh, that's a little bit minus cash there. And BQ with a shot. That's going to be Forsey with a kill. And everything is just going tits up for the side of Sinners. There it is. Yeah, this is just a run. Oh, Samurai Jack. Isn't that Samurai Jack? On Forsey's poster? I want one of those. Poster. I want to check this out. Had the same graphical fidelity, so I'm just thinking about it. Because I remember they had like one of those posters. Kind of cool. Alright. Some early utility being used. This time around, we're not going to get that much aggression from the side of ECLOT. This is kind of great to see that they have some kind of idea how to play Anubis. On the CT side to be a little bit aggressive and maybe unpredictable. That is great to see. Raz being very aggressive here towards middle. To make sure that they know the close push towards that smoke is not going to be a good time. And a setup being left. Just waiting for a player to come out with a peek. They know the CT side. They want to go for some information. As they're just burning down the clock. That's going to be the flash for the double doors. And B-Stick finally gets some mid info. Nobody's close still, but the push coming outside. Oh, this is just going to be horrendous. Krez still holding down the line from the left angle. That's going to be Ite to smoke it out. Neofrag could come out with the kill. This is supposed to be an easy one. Of course it is. Tap to the face, and the B side fully lost. What's not been working for ECLOT so much is the B side execution. The push just doesn't seem to be working now.
Bomb has been planted.
A couple of rounds, they've already thrown it. That's a nice kill from Neofrag to drop down MBQ. Force is the only one to come out with a frag on a round like this. And off we go. Nice job from Force trying to hold down that off if it's possible. Time seems to be playing for him. The only thing he has to do is just stay hidden, and that's exactly what's going to work out. So at least they save the op for the next one. They might have enough buy to go for a perfect buy here. Enough money for a perfect buy. I have to be honest, I haven't really been focusing on the economy that much, but looking at the money, yeah, it's going to be perfect. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So, we have seen a couple of pushes from the B main already. And every single time we see Sinners just absolutely shut it down. So maybe it's time to forget about it. Because that's the one thing that's been working for them so far. Is the quick pushes. Oh, nice shot. I'm not entirely sure where that... Oh, it was actually the nade. Yeah, Neofrag did get the kill. That is going to be a quick trade by that grenade from the grave, very much. Deeper smokes. And a hold coming in. Waiting for somebody to go. And it seems like Sinners, they are reading the aggressive style from ECLOT so far. Last time it was Krez playing a little bit aggressive here towards middle, but he's been backed off. Main push coming out. That's going to be Oscar with a kill on the Blitz. Something that seems to be working, but a quick trade. That's going to be the second frag of the round already. Ite funning down. A little bit, finding more space towards the side, but Tor in a very good position. Look at Krez already pushing in. Oh, the problem is he goes a little bit too far. Ite catches him. A quick frag on top of the window here. Nice nade towards the side as well. Ite takes a couple of damage points from that, but the real fight is going to be close to the camera. So B-Stick will be falling back towards that middle. Ite behind the cake. Goes for a nice frag. Unfortunately, gets dropped down. That's going to be the door left in a 1 versus 1. Goes for the flash for the right side. Here it is. Just a full swing. Goes for the spray and wins it. And ECLOT. It seems like they're just stacking rounds now. Okay. 5 on the board on a CT side here in Anubis. Okay. Not bad at all. This is the push that kind of went a little bit too far. Sometimes you want to be a little bit more careful. But a good play from Sinners to understand that. Of course, that very sly smoke in front of them. That is an interesting retake. Works out so well for the side of ECLOT. Just look at this, even with the buy. Still opting out to go for a deagle here. Oh, it's getting expensive. Oscar will be the first one to go and attempt. that entry. Mac Grun hold. Yeah, you have a point. That Automod or Nightbot is just absolutely cracked at the moment. So sorry for that. Not entirely sure why they don't change it. So hopefully we get that fixed. Couple of shots through the smoke's not really hitting anything. And the push coming in from connector. This is usually where we see the most problems. For the CT side, already a push coming in, and they all even spotted Neofrag. He's going to be going for the cross here. Quad will be helping out at the same time. The Torch is playing this angle so well. They will win the fight. And basically a 2 versus 1 will be one towards that side. Look at this. Push. Oh, a little bit of a bad corner there, but Beastie does come out with a kill before he goes down. Of course, he keeps the numbers alive for the side of ECLOT. Blitz drops down 8. And a retake will be happening. Oscar, if he gets a little bit too gnarly here, I'll be walking in front of it. Krebs maybe steps in just a little bit too far and goes for the second one in front of the window, but Force shuts him down. ECLOT 6 on the board, already winning half of the rounds here on Anubis. I love it when people talk about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech in Twitch chat. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the elections, brother. I know it's annoying, but come on. So, finally a timeout. A lot of rounds going through their fingers. And there's just been a couple of rounds that being clutched back that might hurt a little bit. Thinking about the fact that they could even already be in a similar spot as ECLOT. Been close to having the rounds that they needed. Better now than never. So many rounds under the drain, directly to the drain. And we'll see now if anything changes on their gameplay. They're stacking a little bit more towards that middle this time around. So 4 players will be challenging. A lot of utility being used. That's going to be the deeper smoke and the push coming out. Oh, the M4 is just a little bit off. Chris does get the first kill and the information for his teammates. But Neofrag, nice shot. First one for NBQ, goes for the second one as well. Clean so far. Oh, he spots the player, but turns around. Oscar, that Tech 9 makes it happen. A couple attacks onto Forcey as well. But Forcey just shuts down the rest of the push. And 7 rounds on the board. They win the majority of the rounds here on the first half. Dynamo ECLOT. There was an analyst talking something about ECLOT a few days ago, and I just don't remember when and where, about the potential that they had. That seems to be a little bit lost at the moment. Not sure if they need to revision their strategy here on CS2 just a little bit more. Not entirely sure what's the problem at the moment. So, a good amount of rounds being won by ECLOT already. That's even going to be Neofrags to get the trade, but the problem is Dynamo. Look at this. Doing a very good job. Oscar holds down the window, gets the shot on the Krez. Maybe gets a little bit too funky over there. Good kill for MBQ. Uses the stall for his cover. Very hard to spot. Burning for a little second. they go. Running down a player, that's going to be a good frag to open up B side. The question is, are they ready for Forsey to be so close? Of course, they smoke it off. Forsey making a little bit noises with the op if they decided to go for a right side peek here. Forsey was covering the angle, but it's going to be NBQ from a long rotation. 25 seconds left. He has another 10 seconds to play and creep over here. Both of the players equipped with kits, and NBQ finally stepping into the play here. Molotov spotting down the player. Ait has to go for the swing. 10 seconds left. He still has the kits. He has to only get this shot, but of course, a shot to the groins. And Oscar shuts it down. Finally, Sinners they gain a round. Starting to look a little bit better here. Somebody asked, how is ECLOT winning? By winning rounds, they're winning. For real, for real. Yeah. Trust me. I'm not kidding. Mark, I'm not gonna actually blame the Nightbot. You're literally typing the same word again and again and again that gets you banned from it. So at this point, it's your IQ that is failing you. At some point, it's your fault, you know? Yeah. 5-7s. FAMAS, M4s, and an op. Damn, that's crazy, isn't it? So, execute towards that B side. We'll be leading in about a second. Molotov on top of the opening there. Well, it's true, Nightbot is ass. Or actually, Nightbot isn't the problem. I think it's the setting in it at the moment. It's just a little bit too high. It's going crazy. It doesn't like words. Doesn't like opinions. Political opinions, nothing. So... good pop flash on top of the quad there. Goes for the first easy kill. Ice goes down. That's going to be quick drops coming in from Shock as well. Detour gets one, but it gets annihilated by Shocks. Sorry, Neofrag. Shock through that. Oh, you could actually just a little bit more to the right. That could have been a headshot, but no. Doesn't work out. 4C. A nice off angle coming in from Beast. Just trying to hold it down against that first headshot. NBQ enters his head. Oscar from the lower line spotted. Chris on top. Good shot to the face. So they're at least going to save that up for the next round. And Beastie win Neofrag. Starting to... ooh, nice shot coming in from Cress. Tap to the face. That 5-7 is just very lethal. And that's the round. Sinners, at least they gain 4. There's still a potential for both of the teams to win 1, so... 8 on the board for the side of ECLOT. Could be the statement that they need for a 2-0. And we seem to be having a technical pause. Maybe Oscar is going to the bathroom, not entirely sure. Where's Oscar? Well, he did a magic trick. Simsalabim, now you don't see him. Detour. Okay. Is that table from IKEA? Oscar. Okay. A nice looking house. And we're waiting. Look at this. Oh, the door's chair is just shaking. Does it have like a vibrator on it? How many rounds do they need to win to secure the map? Enough. Yeah, to be honest, that looks a little bit like Brokey. You have a point there. We have some lookalikes here. You say Botku? No, I meant the player who had the MVP on the last tournament. Caster, who's your favorite tier 1 team? FaZe Clan. Navi is very close now. Caster, what up and greetings from Ecuador! Every time I see Ecuador, that song just bounces in my head. Welcome from Ecuador. Is it hot there at the moment? Ecuador! Okay. Let's go face up, exactly. You have the right idea there. Hello, Spain. España, ¿cómo estás, niño? ¿Cómo están las cosas allá? ¿Qué lo que? Greetings from Argentina. Yo soy de Argentina. Okay. That's a nice place to be at. Isn't the Argentinian economy just going tits up at the moment? Maybe I need to visit. Caster, it's hot and we have 8-hour power outs because the electricity comes from the river and it's dry. Well, that's a great idea. Let's get the power from the river that is dry. like brothers, I have an idea. You know the wind power, like the one that blows? Let's make one but inside of a bunker. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing, well, at you. In a way. Hiya from Sweden. Oh, Swedish meatballs. How you doing? We're actually supposed to go to Sweden soon, and maybe Norway too. We have a couple of places that we need to visit. We started a new company. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna get the time, but you know, it is what it is. Hello from Poland. Oh, the European Warriors. How you doing? Bro, laughing at third world countries that have infrastructures. Yeah, I kind of am. But think about this: that I actually come from Dominican Republic. It's getting better at the moment, but like we have the same problems over there. So you know. Please say hello to my friend Norma. Ah, you tried that. Nice try. Somebody's from Peruvian. Okay. Hello. Anybody from Bolivia? We were at Bolivia 2 years ago for a month, so that was cool. Did Oscar come back? Oh, Oscar's back. Okay, boys. Back to the game. So, are you going to visit Haiti? No, never. There's absolutely no reason to. When they get their shit together, maybe then. It's so far from being a balanced place to visit, so. Almost baited the caster. No, I wasn't born yesterday, Suppy. It just doesn't work. Like, I have an actual working brain. But yeah, we're back in the game. So guys, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good time, and we're about to get into this. So it's going to be a boost from Detort, going for the double peak on it too. A 4C. Got a couple of chances there, but doesn't really land the mark. It is what it is. It seems like we are getting a couple of bombardments coming in from those nades. First peek, that doesn't work out. Wait a minute, how does Blitz get away with a double? Okay. Round like that works out perfectly for him. The lower angle of that B main is going to be held, and AGT is going to be the first one to take that bullet. Blitz gets doing the third kill on this round. Push coming outside, and it's just going to be a shutdown. ECLOT 8 on the board. 4 is the most they can do in the first half from Sinners. And looking, well, it's pretty much looking like it was left on Mirage. So now the question is, can they do more on the T side than they did on the CT side? They're supposed to have the good start here, but I'm not sure. Okay, We see a lot of banners for ECLOT here. Do we have any Sinner fans in the chat anymore? Or is it lost? Is it done? Here. Okay, we still have one. Zombie. I'm gonna give you a couple of pointers for these reasons. You haven't been complaining. You're a strict fan, even when they're doing bad. So, that's good to see. It's rare. Very rare to see fans in the chat. To actually support the team, even though when they're doing... we're not playing that well. Hockey fans of Dynamo. Okay, they're like a hockey organization. Okay, interesting. Dynamo ECLOT. Maybe they're not doing that well because I've never heard of their hockey team, so... nice to hear. Of course. I think it's like a... maybe inside your country, like TPS here in Finland. Like, none of you, I'm pretty sure, never have heard about it. Okay. Tor, the entry, even from the air, that Glock is just ridiculous when he gets it under his hands. It's gonna be Ike to actually finally shut it down. Jock does come out with one, but oh, the bullets. He's out of him. Has to go for the reload at the worst possible time and gets dropped. It's a 3 versus 3, so A side seems to be the angle, but wait a minute, ECLOT? They're just gonna dispense the push entirely and gonna go for a split. It's still gonna be the A side that they're gonna hit. And this might work out a little bit better. They might push Sinners to save on a round like this, or sorry, rotate on a round like this, and that's exactly what's about to happen. They left fully the A side. There's nobody holding A side anymore. Okay. Shock is going to be dinked down low, 6 HP left, and Kress on a perfect angle just to get that one tap. They talk about my one tap. Didn't even hit him in the face. Doesn't matter. So little HP is done. And from the camera, oh, this is just going to be a couple of easy frags. But Neofrag still alive with the dualies. Does a little bit damage. Gets dropped down. It's done. Blitz takes care of him. ECLOT with 9 on the board. If you say that a couple of times, you sound like a person. I'm just going to quit that joke before we win. We're not going to go there. My job's on the board anyway, so let's just stop. It seems like I finally got a filter between my brain and my mouth, so that's going to be awesome. So, utility dump. Anybody on the platform will be taking care of that. And Shock's just waiting for the high flash. That one flash. Enter the site. Detour. Turns away from that flash like he knew. That is easy for him. Do you hang out with other casters? No, I have a life. Like, I actually go outside. I meet people, you know. You think we just hang out in a Discord room? Talking about like, oh, casting. How are you today? Casting. No. Work to do. Outside, you okay, bro? Yeah. Let's go. It would be nice, though. At the moment, just no time. Alright, double boost. Okay, just a little bit damage being taken. I think Forcy got the hint. It's not gonna go for the revenge here. No reason to. And it's just going to be a very slow round now. ECLOT, off of that first contact, are just gonna chill out. Casting is your side job, yeah. Or an actual hobby at this point. It's just a hobby, yeah. Just a hobby. But a fun hobby. I like it. frag. Oh, that does a little bit damage. And BQ was ready for that. New frag had the right idea, but the problem is he wasn't really sure about the corner. Goes for the pick. It's absolutely just slap. Meanwhile, good push coming in towards the connector. Oscar comes out with a double kill there. So, the plus 30-year-old showing the boys how to play. And Detour with a very close angle of that camera of that mouse. We're about to see something insane. Okay. Maybe we need like a mouse camera. Now the push is coming in. That's going to be forced from connector. Grid finds the very good shot. Nice shot even through the smoke. Beastie comes out with a double of his own. And through the smoke, that's just going to be Kretz reading down the angle. But the problem is the time. He just can't go for it anymore. He had the right idea. Sinners, they win around here. But ECLOT, they almost destroyed their whole economy. Oh, no. Caster 1v1 me, bro. No. I didn't do some... I'm not gonna say it out loud here, not to embarrass you. Okay, I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm just gonna say no. By the way, has anybody in the chat played Ready or Not? Do people play other games than CS here? First round for Sinners. Something to build on. They could do something here. Oh, Blitz has an air conditioner. Must be nice. Yeah, Ready or Not is dope, yeah. I'm a Call of Duty semi-pro, so a loser. Bro was so eager to say it, though. Of course, I'm kidding. I've seen the clips, though. So, isn't being like a Call of Duty semi-pro just screaming at other players? That's what the clips show. Oh, player being picked, Oscar. Yeah, he wasn't ready for that. That's a full pro. Okay. My bad. Yeah. Good entry kill for ECLOT. Spotting down the play coming in from that A main. Push coming in from middle. Detour just has that right angle. At the moment, he's just a opening machine. Everybody who pushed their fingers into the pod, they're just gonna get absolutely destroyed. Blitz with a double kill from both of the angles shuts them down on whatever attempt they decided to go for. A side absolutely blasted. 8, I'm not entirely even sure what he's doing at this point. Maybe book a vacation? I think there's a boat on the left. You can just leave the area. You can't swing though. I think there's sharks over there. Yeah, this isn't even funny anymore. Beautiful angle. If you took a picture out of this one and showed it to people, I think they wouldn't know where the spot was. There's the boat. Ooh, no swimming. Yeah, you know why? Because they're little fishes that will bite you. You don't like to be bited. Donut is such a troll. No. I'm a good boy. One more question before the game is done. If you could get an animal, whatever animal you could, to be your pet, what animal would you decide to pick? And here we go. 11th round of the board for ECLOT. Of course, there's a little bit of a chance for Sinners to start to bring this back, but really needs... Oh my god, even blowing up the nade. Blowing up the smoke doesn't work out. The perfect idea, but just gets sidelined there. I absolutely blocked. It's gonna be at least a kill coming in for... I think it was... Nail frag with a shot, but MBQ drops down Shock. And off to the A site they go for that second frag. Still not really committing the bomb anywhere, so Beastic does get the frag onto NBQ. Brings it back to a, well, A tie in a way. Neofrag is very low on HP though. And M4 gets back towards that middle. If he gets that shot towards the double doors, that's going to be the bomb drop and a man advantage. That's exactly the way they want to go for it, but no. Kress is just going to wait for an easy kill for him. Detour is going to find Oscar meanwhile. And I think this is going to be the songs at the... Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That reminded me of some of the war movies. Out you go with a flamethrower. That is funny. Look at the holes coming in. It's like we have been seeing in most of these rounds, ECLOT, they know how to read Sinner's gameplay so well. Whatever try they decide to go for, it's not that they have been surprised. They outright have to win these one-on-ones. So it's nice to see ECLOT very ready for whatever they throw against them. Nice spot flash to go for the connector peak. This is exactly what I was talking about. Ait just gets absolutely annihilated, but Oscar with that shotgun gets at least a trade. And 4C just holding. Anybody else who wants to go at least for the AK pickup? They are going to be just wrecked at that point. Neofrag did go down at some point of the round here. Sure to smoke a couple of spam shots coming in towards that broken wall. MBQ is not going to find an angle. Oscar gets a second kill with that shotgun. Wait a minute, did they even get the control of that bomb? And a full spring on towards them. Oh no, bad angle, Blitz wins it. And B-Stick left towards the window. Solo. He can catch the player towards the canals. Of course it doesn't work out. MBQ drops him like a fly. And Shock, for the last possible round, left alone. At least he has 4 kills and 14, so this could be the opportunity for him to make this look a little bit better. Okay, maybe not. So, that's going to be the game, a 2-0. It got a little bit out of hand there on Mirage, especially looking at the first half on a CT side. ECLOT having some issues there on Mirage. Maybe if they fix that for the future, that's going to be a very strong team. But once we swapped their sides, it just was a blast. Throughout Anubis, one-sided gameplay, it's just a GG. So we're done. Yeah, congratulations ECLOT for continuing the upper bracket. I think Sinners, they only dropped towards the lower bracket, so they're not out yet. Let me actually just make sure that I'm not talking out of my ass at the moment. That's exactly what's happening. So Sinners, they're gonna drop against the fight of, against ENS Academy. So ENS Academy versus Sinners on the lower bracket will be set. On the upper bracket, it's going to be ECLOT versus Mouse NXT. And Mouse NXT has been looking pretty good, pretty decent. They have a little bit of a slow start, but usually throughout that best of 3, they get a little bit better. So that's going to be a nice fight to see. Zombie also waiting for their opponent, which will be coming from Alternate Attacks and Passion UA. That's going to be a nice one. And Permita is waiting for the loser of that one. So we are pretty much done for today. There's going to be a switch on casters. So it's going to be M and J, if I remember correctly his name. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Very sorry for that one. So I'm done for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was nice. It was a blast. Even though we had a little bit of a rough start here in the chat today, for some reasons. Even though the sun is shining, maybe go outside and touch some grass. But yeah, I'm out. Have a good day. See ya.